Hi all, welcome to another video tutorial. In this video we are going to see a few things about VBA arrays, how to declare arrays, how to redimension and how to redimension along with preserving the arrays in VBA. Along with that we are also going to see a few built-in functions like filter and join. So let's get started with the video. Let's first declare a first sub procedure for learning about the arrays. Okay. Let's declare a first array. So this will be dim my array, and in brackets we have parentheses. We are going to give the total length that we are going to assign to it. So either we give 0 to 3, or we can directly give 3 and it will start from 0 index, and let's give it as a string only. Okay, let's see first what is the length or what is the dimension of this array. So debug.print start index would be L bound my array, and last index would be U bound my array. Okay, so what is this going to give us is this will just give us the index from which our array is starting up and the last index of our array. Okay, so let's just run through it. Okay, so our starting index is 0 and the last index is 3 because we have declared the last index here as 3, and this would be the U bound of our index of our array. Okay, let's go and assign few values into it. Okay, okay, so directly we are giving our name starting from index 0. Let's give it this, and just like this we can assign all other indexes as well. So one would be is an array. Okay, and to see the result we are going to see, let's go ahead and loop in through the complete array. So for looping in through the array, for checking the values, let's declare another integer variable. Okay, so for I is equal to, again, L bound my array to U bound my array. Okay, so this will loop in from the starting index to the final index of our array. Okay, so let's simply print our values. So my array, and in parentheses we will give the index which is here as I. Okay, so let's go through it. Okay, again we have got the same thing. Let me just delete this, and now we are assigning the values to the array. And L bound, again you can see on the screen it's 0, U bound it's 3. So let's loop in through it. My array 1, so I is, so you can see my array I, for this one it is this is an array, and so we have got all the values for our array into the immediate window. Okay, I hope this was easy to understand. Okay, so next thing what we can use is, if we have to deload or unload our array, so we can simply go ahead and use the erase function. So let me just write it down here, erase my array, and what does this do is it simply completely erases the array. Okay, so now our array is empty. Okay, so this was the simple functions, how to define an array and how to assign values to it. You can assign values directly from my Excel worksheet or from other variables into the array using the index numbers. Okay, so let's see how we can redimension the array with preserving and without preserving the values in it. So let's declare another sub procedure. Okay, so for redimensioning the array, we have to declare a dynamic array. So we are not going to assign any kind of length into the array for the first time. So let's say this is my array again, but without any proper value assigning to it. So there is no length assigned to this array. Let's declare an integer function. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to redimension the array. Let's give it index 1 2 3. So in this particular case, when we define a value, when we redimension our array from 1 to 3, so we are going to have starting index as 1 and the last index as 3. So L bound would be 1 and the U bound would be 3. Okay, next up, let's assign some values to the array using the dimensions. Okay, let's simply decide a few fruit names. So 1 2 and 3. So we have got apple, we have got banana, and we have got melon, let's say. Okay, so this is going to be the items that are going to be present in our array. Now let's also learn about a new function, a built-in function that is already there for an array, that is join. Okay, so debug.print, the function directly goes as join, and then the source array, which is my array in our case, and then we have to give the delimiter. Delimiter could be a comma with a space. I'm giving a comma with a space. Okay, so let's go ahead and open our immediate window, clean it up, and let's try to run this particular sub procedure. Okay, so we have got our dimensions given up. So if I say what is our L bound, so it's 1, and similarly our U bound would be 3. Okay, so let me just erase this one. Let's go ahead and assign the values. So the values have been assigned into the array as per their particular indexes, and we are going to join all this and debug it into our immediate window. Let's go ahead. So you can see we have got the list of all the items that were present into the array, and with these have been separated with a space and a comma. Okay, that's how the join function works for the arrays, and this was simple redimensioning. So if I have to redimension this array again, let's see and do it. ReDim my array. So let's say we have to just increase one value more than this. So directly what we can do is we can give it 1 to 4. Okay, as string. Okay, so this will basically assign our array with an index up to 4. Okay, so let's see what is the U bound. So now the U bound of our array is 4. U bound of our array is 4. Okay, so let's assign some value to it. Index 4. Let's add another fruit, maybe. Strawberries. And this is done. Let's again debug the join of our array, and let's see what is the value in it. Okay, so earlier, if you remember, we assigned 1, 2 and 3 index with 3 fruits, apple, banana, melon. Then we redimensioned our array up to index 4. We assigned the 4th index with a fruit, strawberries, and then we are just going to print out a join of these. Let's say what comes out to be the result. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. So as you can see, we have got only strawberries as our value. We do not have the earlier indexed values, apple, banana, melon. This is because we have just given redim for our array. So if we have to keep the original values or the already existing index values for our array, we have to give it as redim preserve. So what the difference is, redimension directly assign new value, new dimension or new shape or new L bound or U bound length to the array. It does not preserve the value that is already in it. If we have to give it directly, then we will have to give redim along with preserve. So what does it do? It simply preserve all the information that is already there in the indexes of the array, and it will just give us opportunity to assign new values to the newly indexed values. Okay, also what we can do is we can dynamically assign the upper bound to it. Let's say we just want to add only one value after the array is filled. So what we can do is we can use the ubound function for it. Ubound myArray plus 1. So what it would do is it would simply assign or redimension the array from 1 to the already existing ubound array, which is going to be 3, because until now we have it only until 3. So you can see 1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 1. So it will dynamically assign another index or increase the length of the array with 1. Okay, let's go ahead and run this function completely again, redimensioning the array. Okay, or maybe let me open the locals window again also for you to see it. I hope you can see. Let me clear up the immediate window as well. So let's run it now. ReDim. Okay, so you can see we have got module array, and my array is another string that is the variable declared here, but it does not have any length as of now because we haven't given any dimensions to it. ReDim array. Now you can see we have got array 1, 2, 3. It has been indexed, string 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's assign it. So you can see we have got a first value assigned to the index 1, second, third. Join. This is the list of 3 items that are already available in the array. So you can see string 1, 2, 3, that is the current value, and you have got only 4 values here: myArray 1, myArray 2, myArray 3. Now let us redimension the array, and along with in this one we are going to use it with preserve. Okay, so you can see we have now got 4 indexes: myArray 1, 2, 3 and up to 4. 1, 2 and 3 are already filled, which were assigned earlier, since we have preserved those values that are already existing into the array. Now we have just added a new index, a new length to the array, and that is as of now empty. Let's fill that up. So it has got assigned with some value. Let's again join it. Okay, maybe run it again for better clarity. Okay, so we have got all the 4 values into our array now. Okay, so now let's move ahead and let's see another built-in function, that is filter, and how we are going to use it. So I have already got a array defined here, my array with index 0 to 3. So it has length of 4 with indexes 0, 1, 2 and 3. Then I have assigned another array which is a dynamic array. As of now I haven't assigned any length to it, that is named as filtered array. I am assigning values to my first array. Okay, so these are again some fruit names, and I have just repeated apple twice in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and debug it and see it on the immediate window. This is the complete list or the complete values that are there in the array. So now let's assign the filtered array with only values as apple. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to simply use filter function, and it will ask us for the source array, so that is my array. Okay, and match as string, so we have to give the search term that we are going to use, that is apple for us here. Okay, so this is done, and let's see. Let's run it again. Okay, so we have got the values into our filtered array. If I have to see what's the length of it, maybe I can simply give lbound of filtered array along with ubound of my array. Okay, let's see it. Let me erase this. Okay, so we have got 0 and we have got 1, so we have got only two items in it, 0 and 1. That was obviously as we have only two values, 2 times apple repeating into our parent array, so we have got two values. And let's run through it and let's see what are the values present in the filtered array. Let's try to loop in through the filtered array now. Okay, let me just define an integer for I. Okay, let's run this procedure again. Okay, and this is filtered now. We have got the lbound and ubound, and then we are looping in through it. So first is apple, the again other one is apple. Okay, that's it. So this was the filter function that is already available with us in VBA with the help of arrays. Okay, so that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much.